on today's show.
Today on Gen Y, we're in Maple Ridge at Black Belt World to learn more about Taekwondo. Let's go.
Taekwondo is a Korean martial arts. There's the traditional side and there's the Olympic side, and it's based on mostly kicking.
Taekwondo is, if you go word by word, Tae means kicking, Kwon means punching, Do means art or way. So way of kicking and punching is Taekwondo.
Sparring and target hitting are common practice in class.
Target kicking is a practice drill in which we have paddles and we kick them. And sparring is the actual Olympic sport where there's two opponents and you have chest guard, arm guard, leg guard, and you spar. And each kick to the body or head is a point. Head is 3 points, body is 2 points.
There is no doubt that Taekwondo has many benefits.
Taekwondo can help with self-confidence because it doesn't matter what belt level you are or what age, we always have goals set for each class or each week, each month, each year. And when you achieve those goals, you really become confident, and with that confidence you can use outside of Taekwondo.
For Reichel, Taekwondo was very helpful when building confidence.
One of the things is being able to develop yourself as a person, setting goals for yourself and achieving them. On top of that, physical fitness. I did it more for self-defense. Being a smaller kid, I was always bullied, so that helped me a lot. And I find a lot of other kids coming in here also were bullied, so try to help them in that way as well.
Evelyn's accomplishments in the sport are very impressive.
As a kid, I got my black belt, and after I got my black belt, I started to do the high performance. So I made the national team as a junior 4 years, and then afterwards, when I was 15, I won my first senior nationals, and I also competed at the Pan Am Games in 2015. So my next goal is to qualify for the 2020 Olympics in Tokyo, Japan.
As Evelyn's instructor since she was 4, Master Lim is very proud of her awesome achievements.
She was a 4, she didn't know anything about even kicking, punching, very shy, cry a lot of times. But right now she's 21, so on that she grew a lot in not only strong physically, but also mentally and emotionally. Very proud. I think I'm 100% sure she will go to Olympic, either 2020 coming up in Tokyo or 2024 in Paris. So you will see her in the Olympics.
Instructor Reichel sees many areas where the youth are improving.
Well, for one, they've developed a little bit more discipline. There's always a work in progress. Benjamin, for one, he tries his best, but it's actually this year he started growing as more of a person as well as setting his goal to be a black belt. So he's coming up pretty soon for his black belt. Mateo as well, he's actually learning a lot to be an assistant instructor, eventually become an instructor as well. So setting that goal from becoming just a student to a leadership role.
So are you wondering, is Taekwondo for you?
For anybody, start from 3 years old. Youngest one we work with right now is 2.5. And the oldest one is 77. So it's all ages.
My message for teens is that you should try it because I never thought I would join, but once I tried, I actually had a lot of fun and I'm still doing it, so it worked out.
People can take away things from you, your money, your car, but they can never take away your skills. So getting as many skills as you can at a young age is one of the best things you can do.
After watching the class, I decided to give it a shot.
Hold that. Hold this hand. Pull. That's it. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
It teaches you how to stand up for yourself. Make sure you use your voice as well as demonstrating what you know, right? Believing in yourself a little bit more. Just like how you broke that board, you were a little bit hesitant at first, but you're able to break that board, no problem.
Wow, Evelyn said that Taekwondo really helped with self-confidence. And I believe her. This is Alyssa at Black Belt World, signing out for Gen Y.
Now, we meet some teens who are taking the topic of mental health head-on with the help of a national network called Jack.org.
There's something wrong here.
Something a lot of people are ignoring.
75% of my friends are not getting the help they deserve.
We're dying too young.
We're struggling too young. This needs to change.
Jack.org is essentially started in 2010 when a young boy by the name of Jack Windler died by suicide, and his death shocked his parents and his peers and community around him. They had not recognized the behavior changes and the social isolation that Jack was going through because they did not have the education to identify when a young person was struggling with their mental health.
At Jack.org, it's the teens that are leading the cause.
Jack.org places young people at the front and center of this movement because peer-to-peer education is the best way to shift attitudes in young people, to start that conversation, to train and equip, and to empower young people across Canada today.
I've actually had a lot of peers come up to me from rugby or volunteer clubs or like my own academic cohort, and they're like, oh, I'm really stressed out, I'm wondering if there's resources, because I believe that as youth, we are more approachable than our teachers or other adults.
Once you have all this knowledge and like all this information about what you can do to help and like what they can do to help themselves, it's a lot easier to reach out and be like, hey, we could look into getting you some counseling, or if you want to talk about it, I'm here for you. Because people may not always want to go to their parents or to their teachers or to the school counselors.
It's not something that's really spoken about, like teachers or staff at our school or like even parents. So starting the mental wellness group and then like Jack.org has kind of gotten teachers to talk about it too, which is really important. But having peers or students begin that and kind of normalizing it within like friend groups and not just society makes it so much easier for people to feel safe.
People's interest in this topic can be a very personal thing.
I got involved with mental health advocacy and with Jack.org specifically because I recognize that there's a lot of silence on the topic of mental health. Mental health was never spoken about or even talked about when I was in high school, so I didn't even know that this essential aspect of my health existed.
I come from a third world country, Afghanistan actually, and I grew up in a culture that you don't speak about mental health. And when I came here, I was surprised that you don't really speak about mental health here either. I realized that there's so much about my own struggles with my mental health and my peers' struggles that we don't talk about, that, well, I can't just wait around for other people to do something. I might as well do something myself.
Jack.org has many ways to engage youth in talking about mental health, including Jack Talks and Jack Summits.
The Jack Talks are like student leaders who go around to universities or high schools or any organization and give like a talk about maybe their own experience or a mental health 101 to like a group. It helps create conversation about mental health and mental health advocacy.
It's really exciting to be at a summit. You just kind of get the gathering. For the one at the top, it was Sea to Sky Corridor, which included all students from like Whistler and like Pemberton, and so many people came down all the way to the North Shore, to Grouse Mountain, to kind of get excited and talk about mental health and just kind of spread the word and spread ideas. And there were so many young leaders there that were excited to kind of get more educated and like go back to their schools and start change.
Mental health can be an uncomfortable topic, but we shouldn't be afraid of it.
Take the first step in and just like try something new, and like if you like there's no harm in like checking out like a mental wellness group, go to Jack.org and like see if it's anything that resonates with you.
As student leaders, we put ourselves out there, we make ourselves approachable, because for a healthy relationship, a trusting relationship, you have to be vulnerable and you have to allow others to be vulnerable. And when we are vulnerable, when we speak about these type of topics and initiate the conversation, that means other people our own age will feel more comfortable beginning those conversations with us as well.
After the break, Gen Y will be right back.
We are kids.
We
Wish kids.
10,000 kids.
We are brave.
We are strong.
We are fighters.
Some days are good, some days are bad.
Some of us make it.
Some of us don't.
My wish will make me strong.
The Children's Wish Foundation of Canada.
Does a wish make a difference?
You bet.
You bet.
Imagine the difference a wish can make.
Only 2 more needles till my wish.
Please give today.
Welcome back to Gen Y.
While most of us want to take a break from learning during spring break, we're here at Vancouver Film School, meeting some teens who are enrolled in the Creative Break 2018.
I really had a passion towards filmmaking, and I found out that VFS has a very good filmmaking course, so I decided to enroll. I'm hoping to learn new ways to create a story using film and just finding new ways to look at a story.
I am hoping to learn as much as I can about everything behind the scenes of a movie and about camera and angles and everything that includes the filmmaking business.
We're here with Nick and Rodrigo, 2 instructors from Vancouver Film School.
Hi, Isabel.
Hi there.
Can you tell me what this room is?
This used to be Storium, which was an interactive museum that showcased BC's history, and we shoot student short films in here. Creative 2018 is an opportunity for high school students to spend their spring break, to come into Vancouver Film School and just get a small taste of what we do here in our 1-year program.
Basically establish, the geography.
The students get to experience film production firsthand with real sets, lighting, and instructors from the actual film industry.
They will be exposed to directing and cinematography and production design. We put them on a real set so they can experience that firsthand, and they even get to edit the footage when they're done.
Just weighing my career options.
Today we are going to actually shoot a little bit of a scene. So basically we are going to demonstrate how a scene is done, how we go through the process of giving, directions for the actors, what's the thought process about placement for the camera, and, sort of like the details, how to execute a typical scene in a movie.
I'm sorry, is this a case? I haven't even advertised my business yet.
Details? So boring.
The film production class goes through all the many steps in making a movie.
Yesterday, after a little orientation, we gave them some basic film terminology that they were going to need to know for the shoots, which happen on day 2. So we went over, various things like what's a close-up, what's a master shot, gave them little tips. And then today, in the directing class, we went over set protocol and how to block a scene properly. And they took a cinematography class. They're learning a little bit of production design. So really, they're getting kind of a well-rounded, brief education in what we do in the 1-year program.
The instructors find it very enjoyable working with teens.
Well, working with teens is kind of fun and different from my everyday because, there's a level of excitement that I notice. It's just like very special to see someone so young being so passionate already, with the craft. So it's all about sort of like, like an exchange of, energy, an exchange of knowledge.
The future looks bright for these youth in the world of film production.
Teens are making movies earlier than when we were teenagers, so I've been really impressed with what they're coming to the table with, and we've had a lot of fun with them the last couple of days.
If you're planning to enroll into the VFS filmmaking program, just do it, because here they have really nice staff. Everyone is really nice to talk to. They're all very helpful. And the minute you step inside, everybody just wants to help you, and just make sure you have a fun time here while you're learning.
That was so much fun. I got to meet all those passionate youth and instructors at this year's Creative Break 2018. This is Isabel signing out for Gen Y. Vanessa, do you ever feel stressed or anxious?
I sure do.
Well, today we're going to talk to Michelle Tremblay from MPowerLives about self-regulation and how it can help.
That sounds kind of interesting. Let's check it out.
Self-regulation is dealing with your negative emotions and being able to understand how to deal with an emotional situation that's causing you stress as well as challenge in your life.
Michelle shared reasons why self-regulation is important.
So it's important to be able to deal with ourselves and understand that we all have control over our own emotional state, and how we show up with others in our life is really important so that we can make better decisions, we can have better relationships.
You may be wondering, is self-regulation an area you need help with?
You're going to know if you struggle a lot with anxiety, if you have depression, if you have poor academics and your relationships are toxic, there's a lot of drama around you, and you're not just feeling good.
Michelle shared an example of how you can change anger to a more positive emotion.
Take your hands and just push against a wall and be able to take all that energy and release it that way. Another great way I personally use is listening to music, being able to put myself in a much more positive place, or going for a walk in nature can really kind of calm me down, help me to think better in my day, deal with challenges.
Michelle guided us through a typical session.
So we're going to do our self-regulation session right now. So this is my karate gi, and the kids, when I wear this, sometimes they say it looks like white pajamas. It's pretty comfortable. And part of what I do in the class is teach a program called Empower Your Inner Ninja. So how do you know, Vanessa, when you're angry? What happens in your body?
I can feel the stress boiling up, and I make very irrational decisions.
Okay, great. And how about you, Alyssa? What are some of the destructive emotions, the negative emotions that you're dealing with in your life right now?
I get really frustrated and stressed out, and I just feel like I don't really want to talk about it anymore. I just kind of close up.
So I want you to take a look again at this list, and I want you to pick 3 things on this list that is brand new for you.
Meditate, we could go swimming, or we could just enjoy the sunshine.
What I'd like you to do is put your feet on the floor, and I'd like you to sit up as straight and comfortable as you feel. Put your palms on top of your knees, and I want you to relax your shoulders. Breathing in, and breathe out. Let go of any thoughts, anything that you have going on in your head. I want you to relax your toes, relax the balls of your feet, moving that relaxation all the way up to your shins and your calves. And just allow the weight of your body to sink deeper into the chair. Relax your lower back, your middle back, and your upper back. Moving that relaxation all the way up to your shoulders. Just allow your body from your neck down to sink heavier into the chair. Relax your forehead. And lastly, relax your scalp. So how are you feeling, girls? How are you feeling, Vanessa?
I feel very relaxed and calm and centered.
And how are you feeling, Alyssa?
I feel very relaxed and very refreshed.
Excellent.
We also learned that it's sometimes okay to feel anxious.
I hear a lot in the schools when I'm working with kids that they struggle a lot with anxiety. And being able to manage that is being able to know that you can have strategies. Because as you get older, there's more responsibilities, there's more challenges, and sometimes there's sometimes emotional stress that we deal with. Disappointments are going to happen. And if you can deal with that emotionally, you're going to be so much better to be able to push through that.
I feel so relaxed after that meditation session.
Definitely, and I look forward to using it in my life.
We would like to thank Michelle from Empowered for all the info and tips in self-regulation.
This is Vanessa.
And this is Alyssa, signing up for Gen Y.
After the break, Gen Y will be right back.
Perfect, thank you. How you doing, young lady? Come on in. You want to have a seat? And no, that's actually perfect.
Hi, Kids Help Phone. Hi. Can I talk to someone?
Sure. You can talk with me. Okay. It's okay. Take your time. I want to kill myself. Okay. I'm really glad you called. Are you in a position to hurt yourself right now? Yes. Okay. Why don't you talk to me about how you're feeling, and I'll just listen. Okay.
Welcome back to Gen Y.
I'll do that. I'll get it. Hey guys, can I play? What? Can I play? Do you even ball, bro? What's that? Oh, you know, basketball, Space Jam, huh? Yeah, I can Space Jam. Do that, huh? If you want to play, you have to get a partner. Make sure he's better than you. Shouldn't be that hard, right? Let's go. Come on. Hey man, do you ball? What? You know, ball. Basketball, Space Jam.
You just asked me that because I'm black.
Well,
Because I'm black, you think I can do this? Huh? Maybe a little bit of this.
actually, yeah. So there's these guys over there, and I want to play basketball with them, but they say I need a partner, and I don't have one. So I was wondering if you're interested. You in?
Not interested.
Get it, bro. Yeah. Too easy, too easy. Hey guys. Come back for more, huh? No one wants to play. I don't blame them. You know, I was wondering if you guys could help me out, you know, help me find someone to play, you know, like backup. Oh, you need backup, huh? Yeah. You know, I think we can do that. Oh, really? Oh, thanks, Dad. Yeah.
Why don't you stand up for yourself?
What are you talking about?
Well, you let everybody push you around.
I don't.
You know what, man? You remind me of myself when I was younger.
I do?
Nah, not really. But you know what I did?
What, you found a life mentor and he taught you his ways and you versed a bunch of kids in a basketball game? All right, first to 21, yeah? All right. Check. Our ball again. Hey, foul. Oh, foul. Our ball. All right, tight. 2020. Next point wins.
What are you doing?
What?
That wasn't a foul, man.
I know.
You gotta stand up for yourself.
No foul, our ball.
What? Yeah, you heard me. No foul, our ball.
Fine. Your ball. Yeah.
You let everybody push you around.
I don't.
Yeah! Yeah!
Ball.
We won, yay! Hey, good shot, kid.
All our street cred, gone.
Yeah, keep walking, punks.
It's your fault. Hey man, it's you let him hit that three. So what? You were always taking threes, and you missed all of them. Hey man. Yeah, I know. I said that.
Hey, so this is 2-on-2 tournament this weekend, and I want a partner. You in?
Sorry, kid, but you suck. Hey, good luck.
Gen Y is brought to you by Options Community Services.